When you're scrolling through a sea of home spa options, it's easy to feel a little paralyzed. The promises of deep tissue relief and luxury at home sound great, but the real question is whether the bathtub will actually fit your bathroom, your routine, and your wallet without turning into a costly disappointment. I'm going to walk through the practical side of the Empava Whirlpool Bathtub, the 67-inch model with 9 water jets, 8 air jets, a waterfall and chromotherapy, so you can decide if it's worth the space and the spend. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the thing that trips a lot of buyers up is the physical footprint. At 67 inches long, this tub is roughly 5.5 feet, which is standard for a full-size soak tub, but you need at least a 6-foot wall clearance and a floor space that can accommodate the extra width of the built-in waterfall. If your bathroom is a modest 5x8 layout, you'll likely have to sacrifice a vanity or a storage cabinet to make room. The installation guide is fairly straightforward, but you do need a dedicated 120-volt circuit for the LED control panel and the pump, plus a water line that can handle the extra flow. For a DIY-savvy homeowner, the easy installation claim holds up. For renters or anyone who isn't comfortable pulling a few wires, the cost of a professional install can push the total out of the $500+ price tag quickly. Now, what does the Empava actually do once it's in place? The core appeal is the dual hydro and air massage system. The 9 water jets are positioned along the back and sides, delivering a focused stream that can be adjusted via the LED panel. The 8 air jets inject bubbles into the water, creating a lighter, more diffused sensation that many people say mimics a spa-style aerated soak. In my testing, the combination felt genuinely relaxing after a long day of sitting at a desk. The water pressure isn't industrial strength, but it's strong enough to need sore shoulders without feeling harsh. If you suffer from chronic tension in the upper back, the placement of the jets lets you tilt the tub slightly and aim the streams right where you need them. The Chromotherapy feature is another selling point that can feel a little gimmicky if you're not into mood lighting, but in practice it works better than expected. The built-in LED strip runs behind the waterfall and can be set to a single hue or a slow cycle. I tried the deep blue setting during a cool evening soak, and the soft glow actually helped my body wind down without the need for any extra candles or lamps. It's also a nice touch for couples who want a low-key romantic vibe. Just pick a warm amber and let the water do the rest. One practical aspect that often gets glossed over is safety. The tub is ETL-certified, which means it meets North American electrical safety standards for bathroom fixtures. The design includes rounded edges and a slip-resistant surface around the entry, which is a relief if you have kids or elderly family members who might be cautious about a slick tub. The control panel is recessed and has tactile buttons, so you can adjust temperature or jet intensity without reaching for a remote that could slip out of the water. So, who should really consider the Empava Whirlpool? If you already have a decent amount of square footage, are willing to invest in a professional installation, and value a consistent home spa experience over occasional visits to a commercial spa, this tub checks a lot of boxes. It's especially appealing for people who use their bathroom as a recovery space: athletes, folks with back problems, or anyone who enjoys a nightly wind-down ritual. The Chromotherapy and Waterfall also make it a nice focal point for a master bathroom remodel, adding both visual appeal and a sensory element that can elevate the whole room. On the flip side, there are clear reasons to skip it. First, if you're renting or plan to move within a few years, the permanent plumbing changes and the need for a dedicated circuit make this a poor investment. Second, if your bathroom is on the smaller side, you'll either have to downsize other fixtures or end up with a cramped bathing experience, which defeats the whole luxury soak promise. Third, the ongoing maintenance cost is something to keep in mind. The jets and air injectors can accumulate mineral deposits, especially in hard water areas, so you'll need to run a descaling routine every few months. That's not a huge expense, but it does add a maintenance step that some people forget about until they notice a weaker jet stream. Another nuance is the water consumption. The waterfall feature runs continuously while the tub is in use, adding an extra 1,015 gallons per hour to your water bill. If you're environmentally conscious or have a water-saving mindset, you might want to weigh that against the relaxation benefits. I found that using the waterfall on a lower setting, just enough to create a gentle cascade, reduces the noise without sacrificing the ambience. From a value for money perspective, the